Chapter 3. The Law of Increasing Product Demands versus Flat Production Capacity. There was a second then, or a minute, maybe even a day, when things could have remained sorta normal. The next day I moved the mower farther onto the richer part of the neighborhood, where the lawns began to get larger, while my mowers seemed to get smaller. Of course it didn't really, but that's how it felt. Soon it became obvious that I could only do 3 or 4 maybe lawns a day if I worked just before dawn to just after dark. And while it's true that the owners of the larger yards paid me more, I was getting $30 to $40 a lawn on the second day. There was also the distance factor. I had to ride the mower from lawn to lawn. As I moved farther from our house, that meant it would take me longer to get home at night, putt-putting down the edge of the street on the mower. Plus, I had to stop every few hours to buy more gas, and that really chewed up my time, even more than the bigger yards. Great mower, small tank. I must have been the only kid my age in what felt like a 10-block radius who hadn't signed up for a sleepaway summer camp or who wasn't on a baseball and/or swim and/or tennis that summer. I was burned out on sports after spring baseball league. All the other guys had real jobs, like at Cluckett Bucket or the Dairy Whip, and all the guys my age were mostly busy or gone. So I had a long, full summer of nothing ahead of me, almost as if I'd known how things were going to work out, which of course I hadn't. More and more people wanted their lawns mowed. On the second day I had 8 jobs, and the fact was that I was fast approaching my limit. 3 lawns a day plus refilling the tank from time to time was all I could manage, and I would have to mow the lawns every week. 3 lawns a day once a week, 21 lawns if I worked 7 days, dawn till dark, no days off, making approximately $630 a week. It seemed like a staggering whop of money. Summer was 12 weeks along, which meant that by the end of vacation I would have made over $7,500. Way more than I needed to buy a new inner tube for my old 10-speed. And of course there would be no vacation, which ran through my head as I worked. No vacation, no summer fun, no bike trips with my best friend Alan when he came to visit his father in the summer. No vacation. $7,500. No summer fun. $7,500. I had just finished the second yard of the second day, and I was already a little sick of the sight of grass. The only sound in the world seemed to be the sound of the mower. The vibration of the seat was the only feeling my butt had ever known. And then I met Arnold. He showed up on the sidewalk when I started the third yard of the day. Another customer, I thought. I had plenty of time to study him as I mowed toward him. Very short. I'm pretty short, and he wasn't much taller than me, and kind of round. Not fat, not heavy, just round. Everything about him was round. Rounded shoulders, hips, arms, legs. Even his head was a ball. And his haircut looked like somebody had put a large bowl on his head and cut around it with scissors. Wild clothes. I saw a '70s show on television once, and everyone had shirts with impossibly long collars and colored patterns that looked like maybe somebody had taken a bucket of flowers dipped in paint and thrown it at the actors. That was Arnold's style. And if he had a wide, wild tie and a kind of sport coat that looked suede but was cut with wide lapels and shoulders and a narrow waist that didn't look too good on his round body, he looked like somebody who had flunked clown school. It was hard not to smile. He waved as I approached, and I stopped and pulled the throttle back to turtle. I liked that. Turtle or rabbit. Not written, not fast or slow. Just a picture of a turtle or a rabbit. Everything should be like that. Highway signs, posted signs in the hallways at school. Turtles or rabbits. It's so simple. Hey, I hear you're the new lawn boy. I nodded. He went on. My name's Arnold. Arnold Howell. And I'm over there on the corner. How much would you charge for my lawn? I looked past him. It was good size, but flat and not much detail work. Would $40 be all right? $35 would be better. Well, other people had been paying me $40 for a lawn that big, and that seemed fair. I guess. The thing is, I'm having a cash flow problem, and I'll have to scramble to find even $35. I'm a stockbroker, and I work from home, and I'm a bit overextended right now. All of which was more than I needed or wanted to know. But he seemed okay, and I thought he had an honest face, which turned out to be right, except I'm not sure what a dishonest face would look like. Maybe a sneaky turtle or a shifty rabbit? Tell you what, he said, how would you like to barter? Take it out and trade. I don't know what you mean. I didn't think he'd have anything that I wanted. Not clothes, especially not clothes. Like I said, I work out of my home. I do mostly day trading. Work the small board, so to speak. I mean, it's far out, a real groovy way to work, and I made a nickel now and then, moving this and that. Was he crazy? Or one of those people with something loose in his brain? Somehow he forgot he was talking to a 12-year-old kid on an old riding mower who knew nothing about the stock market. So, you're too young to have an account of your own, but I could run the $35 I owe you into my account and make a purchase for you. It would be in my name, but you would get the proceeds. What do you think? I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to buy something for me with money you owe me, but you don't have? Exactly. What are you going to buy? Stock? What stock? Shares in a company. You would buy shares in a company. Why? Because then if the company does well, the shares go up in value, and you sell them to someone else and make money. That's how the stock market works. It's that simple? Well, yes, with a bunch of rules and regulations and controls, but pretty much that's how it works. And you always make money? He shook his head. Not always. That's the beauty of it. If the stock you buy goes down, you lose money. Oh, you have to be aware of that and buy carefully. Well, then the secret is to only buy stock that goes up. Arnold nodded. How hard can it be? I shrugged. I didn't have a clue what I was talking about, but it seemed pretty basic, and I had pockets full of money. I hadn't figured out where in the house to hide it, so my mother couldn't find it, so I just kept it all jammed in my pockets. Arnold made it all seem easy. Let's do it, I said.